is our new ellipse stuff that we've been practicing. All right, so this is the name of the quiz that we're on. This is an actual quiz that we gave. It is in the packet called Extra Circle Problems. It's the back of the second page. So the first problem looks a little bit familiar. We just went through it. So the first thing we have to do is what?
Move the one.
Move the one and get things grouped. Right? So we're going to move the one and get things grouped. So I have x squared plus 4x plus blank, y squared minus 8y plus blank. Now the 1 goes over along with the 2 blanks. Okay, we just went through this. This is exactly what we just did. So complete the square. Here we go. What goes here? 16. No, not 16. 4. One more time. Half of this number. What's half of 4? 2. Square it. 4. That's why it's a 4. Don't go too fast.
16.
This one's going to be 16 because half of 8 is 4. Squared is 16. What perfect square is that? Jalen Buford. That circled stuff. What perfect square is that? X plus 2. Very good. And then Malcolm Goggins. What perfect square is that one?
1 minus 4.
Y minus 4. Beautiful. And then all that adds up to 21. So my center is -2, 4. And my radius is the square root of 21. Now, that does not reduce, so we just leave it the square root of 21. No, you're not going to put a decimal. You're going to leave it the square root of 21. All right, now look at the next problem. Oh, this is our new one. This is our ellipse. Okay, so look at all those things you have to fill in over there. Okay, so let's start with the center. That's the easy one. The center is what? 2, -1. So we do the center of the ellipse exactly the same way you do the center of the circle. It's 2, -1. Now, the V, that stands for vertices, and those are the points that you're going to put out here and connect to make the shape. So who remembers how we find the vertices? Chandra.
Isn't it 3 and 5?
Well, we count 3. The square root of 9 is 3. It's under the x, so we count x direction sideways. So you start right here, and you count 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't have a grid on here, but your quiz will have graph paper, so you can physically count. This point would be -1, -1, and this point will be 5, -1. You can actually count the boxes. Now, like Chandra said, this goes into a 5. The square root of 25 is 5. It's under the y, so I'm going to go up and down 5. So from the center up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me at 2, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm down here at 2, -6. These are the 4 points that go in that blank called V. See how there's 4 sets of parentheses there? Those are the 4 points that are called vertices, the ones that you connect. Remember, I'm not grading your picture. I'm not even going to look at your picture. So you need to write these 4 points in the answer blank for vertices. Okay, so I see a 9, I think 3. How do I know that's sideways 3? Because it's under the x. Whatever letter it's under, that's the direction you go. Okay? You know how when you found the radius here, you took the square root? You're doing the same thing. You're taking the square root of these two numbers. And that's how far you're going. Everybody got that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This axis is clearly longer. This is called the major axis. It's longer because I went up and down 5. So where it says MA, or major, where it says major, you have to write the length of the major axis. 10. Kids, you counted up and down 5. So it's going to be 10 total. And then minor, that's the short one, it's going to be 6. Right? Major is always the long one, minor is always the short one. Doesn't matter what direction they are. Major is big, minor is little. On the major axis are the foci. So those red points are the foci. To find where they are, I need to know what this distance is. So from the center to the focus, that distance right there, center to focus, that distance is found how? How do I find that? Judah? What'd you say? Close. It's 25 minus 9. And then I square root that. So you were in the right ballpark. I subtract my denominators and take the square root. So this one worked out nicely. It's 4.
Is it always y minus x?
No, it's big minus little. So the distance from here, the center, to the red point is 4. So if you're here and you count up 4, where are you going to be? That red point is going to be where? 2, 3. If I count up 4. And then if I count down 4, this will be 2, negative 5. And those are the 2 points. The circled points are the 2 that go in there where it says F. Those foci. Jack?
So what if it's like, so what if your final answer was like 16 for the thing up there? How would you do that? Like,
so if that distance had been root 14, then this point right here would be 2, negative 1 plus root 14. So just like I did negative 1 plus 4 to get 3, it's going to be negative 1 plus root 14 and negative 1 minus root 14. You start at your center and up and down, or sideways, depending on which way. All right, then the last one. This was on the quiz I just returned. This is our parabola. Okay? V stands for vertex. Take a look at that equation. Where is the vertex? 3, negative 4. So again, I'm not grading your picture. You're going to put that in the V box, or blank. That's the vertex. 3, negative 4. 3, negative 4. Which way does this open? I hear a lot of ups, and you guys are right. It opens up. I know it opens up because it's x squared, and the 16 is positive. That means it opens up. Now, why is that important? Well, now I know where to put my focus, right? I mean, I don't know exactly, but I know it's in there somewhere. Okay? So I could tell you exactly where it is if I knew how far up to go. Remember how we find it in a parabola? It's a fourth of that number, right? What's a fourth of 16? 4. So I'm going to go up 4. So actually it's up here at 3, 0. If I go straight up 4, And then if I go down 4, come straight down 4, this is my directrix. Y equals -8. Because I went down 4 from my vertex. What's my focal width? 16. 16. This number is always a focal width. So even if you don't know anything else, you can get that right. It's that number. Now, 2 cautions about the parabola, because I don't want anybody making dumb mistakes. What if the equation looked like this? Well, it opens to the left. Very good. But where's my vertex? -4, +3. Don't fall for the trap here. It's X and then Y. And then what is my focal width? +8. Your focal width is always a positive number. Guys, it's a width. You don't say that a room has a width of -15. It's positive. Width is positive.
So focal is also.
Okay?
To the left.